sometimes life just gets real busy. It gets
Tell me about it.
It gets so busy, and
Yeah.
it's just it's nice when you can take that time and come back to the podcast of Shut Up and Listen. Welcome back, family. How y'all doing today? Bellingham in the greater Seattle area and everywhere else in the world. My name is Krevins. This is
Morgan.
And this is Shut Up and Listen. And today we have a very special guest. I met this individual one time. It was at, matter of fact, a Western show. Let me tell you the story of how I heard about you first. Is the rhetorician, Jordan. So basically, I guess he did a show with you at some point, and he came back. He was like, "Yo, you really just Jordan. Hey, bro, you need to check out like this girl named Kazmyn. Like, it was so cool, bro. Like, it was." And he basically like put your IG on my phone. Was like, "Nah, check this out."
Oh my gosh.
Peeped it. I was like, okay. Next thing I know, we're on the same bill at the Earth Fair for Western.
Yeah.
Day show.
And I tell you what, I was thoroughly impressed. Today we have Kazmyn. Kazmyn, say what's up
Hey. Hey, everybody.
And we back, baby.
Oh, boy. Yeah, hi. I'm glad to be here.
But yeah, no, that show was really dope. I think it was a really cool mix of people too, because we had Mid-Pack with us. Yeah, and your style was very chill, but still energetic at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you had another guitarist come up.
Yeah, he's also my producer, like, most of the time. So that was cool for him to come up. But sometimes I have a band, sometimes just me, and sometimes one other person. It kind of depends.
How do you determine it?
Mostly on, like, who's available. I would say, because that's tough. If you don't have a contractual agreement with people in a band or whatever. But I don't know. It really just depends. Also, like, the intimacy of the venue that I'm going to play at. Yeah. I probably would have liked to have a band there, but I think it was special to be able to get up there and sing, just me and him.
Yeah, have that more just raw emotion kind of style. Yeah.
The funny thing about that is this is terrible. It's actually not that funny, but I had strep during that show, and like I had a show the day after, and I didn't know that I had it, but the show must go on. That's all I have to say. It's terrible, but I got treated, But,
I feel that.
The show must go on. So much you just don't get it checked.
Sometimes the doctor just doesn't call you for a week,
This doesn't fit into the show schedule.
All you gotta do is just eat more apples.
I tried a lot of things, but it was probably because I didn't eat enough apples.
Apples fix a lot. I don't know if it fixes that. But so you got the intro. Tell us, how would you describe to people who don't know you? Who are you? What is your sound? Like, what is that short synopsis you would tell people? Who is Kazmyn?
Okay, well, Kazmyn is me, and
her actual name.
Yeah, that is my real name. I want to say singer-songwriter, but I think that that's pretty vague in terms of, like, a lot of people sing and write. I would say I tend to sing more on the, like, folksy, somewhat of, like, a country twang side, and it does really depend on if I have people playing with me or not. But I try to tell everyone that I play with, like, at the end of the day, I don't even care what the music really sounds like. More so, it's like the words. I really care about the words. I'm trying to tell stories and connect with people. And so I would say folksy, indie, singer, songwriter, and storyteller. And that takes lots of different forms.
I love that.
And so when if you are playing with someone and you aren't playing with someone, with you writing the songs, how does that kind of go? Do you know when you're making a song if you're going to have people, or do you decide and have someone, can you play something with that? Like, how does that dynamic end up working?
Well, I guess until I came to Bellingham in like 2021 for school and stuff, I was mostly doing shows by myself. So usually when I'm writing, it's by myself, like in my room, and I'm preparing for nobody being able to play with me if I'm doing them live. So they are, they usually start with just me. And I've been lucky enough to have people that want to invest their time and energy into my music and, whatever I'm trying to do right now with it, which has been really cool. And so I can kind of hear, like, it'd be neat if there was some drums, but, like, God knows I'm not going to tap out a drum beat and be like, hey, here you go. I have no idea what it sounds like. I know when a song is supposed to get big in a certain part, you know.
yeah.
I can hear a big chorus, but I bring it to people. And like some bands that I've been able to play with, like I've been practicing with Atomic Affair, I've practiced and played with Hockey Teeth. And a lot of them are just so skilled that they can feel out when it's supposed to be a big point.
But also don't discredit yourself, because from what I'm kind of like grasping is that with you being able to, like, you're writing it by yourself and then you go rehearse with or just practice with different bands. Mm-hmm. You're able to articulate exactly what you're, because they are skilled enough to. First of all, that's dope. But you're able to articulate, hey, this is the vision right here. But what do we? No, right there. But you know what I'm saying? That is a skill that is underappreciated. And
yeah, thank you. I'll take it. I mean, I know when I started practicing with them, I felt. I mean, I guess like a few years ago, and when I started playing shows in like 2018. I didn't really believe in myself as much as I do now, but also...
Stop that!
I mean, I know it's hard, but it's hard because, when you don't have like a good amount of people showing up and you don't have a lot out, or maybe you don't have anything out, it's hard to know what people like and how you're supposed to portray yourself to people. But I do know that I've gotten better, and I'm able to stand up for my songs in a way and the visions that I see, because... I've also had lots of conversations with people about how there's like a million different versions of a song, how it could turn out, especially when you're making it in the studio and you don't come with every part written out, which I don't know if people do that. Awesome for them. But, it's a cool journey to be able to go in and have somewhat of an idea and I guess like a tone, mood, aura of like how I want a song to sound, and be able to say, that sounds great, but I don't really know if I want that sound for it. Let's keep going,
watch it evolve, basically.
Exactly.
It evolve.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch the songs evolve, and frustrating. But
no, 100%, because sometimes you get demoitis and you don't want to go to you're like,
demoitis.
What?
I got a lot of that. Oh yeah, that was.
Right, hold on. Okay, so you said very important. The lyrics are that's top of the cream of the crop. That's what has to be there, right? So do you write songs with no instrumentation, just like words first?
It's kind of 50-50. Like, I would prefer...
But you can do that.
I can.
I don't get it, bro. I know a lot of people that do that. I cannot.
Really?
I used to, like, when I was in high school, like, when I was in school, I'd be, sitting back in the classes actually writing. But now that I actually start... How?
I have a story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Jeez.
Damn, I got no stories, guys.
I'm surprised that you say that, but I'm sure that you think of things to, rhyme and you write it down. Like, for me, that's kind of... the process.
Like little excerpts and just
little things. Yeah. I mean, I'm also like a writer and poet, I guess I would say. I don't know.
Oh yeah, gas up.
Okay, well, but I enjoy doing those things on the side besides my music. And so I think that they kind of just coincide with one another. And oftentimes I write things that could either just be a poem or turn into a song later, because the poems, I don't need any music behind me. But I don't know, I write about things when they happen, when I think I might forget later too, and that's imperative.
Yes, actually,
even if it's not the song, I'm writing about what I'm writing the song about, I got a lot of notes,
Well, because even like a lot of your songs are very, like, they're personal stories, from like Please Slow Down and Our Demise, and then the... Hold on. Seasonal Lovers. Sorry, I wanted to say summer, and I was like, that's
summer lovers.
Like, you're having a story that you're going in with, so it's, I feel like, easier to not just have it, like, the music brings it all together, but there's still the story to be told. Yeah. But that being said, we are gonna pause because I mentioned Seasonal Lovers. We're gonna give a little snippet of it.
For those that don't know, let's get you learnt
up, so you can go listen
learned
on all
up
platforms.
And turned up. This is Kazmyn in the flesh. Let's get it.
Autumn leaves falling, and my big boots come out. Where is my seasonal lover? Can't carve by myself. dark, but I wanna be scared in somebody's arms. Don't ask me where do we stand, grab my hand, let's go freeze at the bars. Let's just be lovers till the frost turns mirage. All of these moments can be our collage. Oh, we'll reassess when the sun makes its way overhead. Till then, let's be seasonal lovers. Seasonal lovers. Let's watch a movie on my parents' couch. We'll bake amateur cookies, but it's the thought that counts. Maybe I'll meet your friends and we'll say that we're feeling things out. Oh, and you buy me candles and I'll make sure we don't burn out. Oh, let's just be lovers till the frost turns mirage. All of these moments can be our collage. Oh, we'll reassess when the sun makes its way. Seasonal lovers. Seasonal lovers. Oh, and I've never felt quite content trying to be everything for somebody I just met. But the winter's too cold to spend it alone. It's the season of giving, so some won't just give in. Let's just be lovers till the frost turns mirage. Oh, let's just be lovers till the frost turns mirage. All of these moments can be our collage. Oh, we'll reassess when the sun makes its way overhead. Till then, let's be seasonal lovers. Let's be seasonal lovers. Let's be seasonal lovers.
All right, so we were listening to just like strictly your music on the way out here because this is scenic drive. If you take the right route, don't you know what I'm saying? But it was very fitting.
Awesome. I'm glad.
Very fitting.
Jeez, I can't say I was listening to myself. I do that enough. So.
Wait, I was gonna say, how often do you listen to your own music?
I'll say like when the Spotify like raps come in, for like people listening, that I am one of my top listeners because hey, I have to. It's mostly I don't want to say it's to see where I could have done better because once they're out, they're out. But I like to do that and listen to how much I've changed.
Ideas and makes you do that, but I can't even say anything. My top list number one person on my Spotify Wrapped last year was him. So
perfect.
And he's in the car.
No, she's a real one then.
No, honestly, I'm my biggest fan first and foremost. I'm talking about like even demos. I have my Files app.
Yeah.
I don't leave it. Like there'll be like I have like a good like month where I'm just like finding new stuff to listen to. I've been listening to a lot of Yellow Ostrich lately. Have you heard of that band?
No.
They're from Brooklyn. Mad crazy, mad chill. They're all over the place. Super
Ostrich.
dope.
Okay.
Super dope. But that was today. I was going crazy. But a lot of the time, I get in the car, I start playing my own. It's all the time. Whether it's a beat, whether it's a half song or like a collab I did with somebody. Always just listening. It brings a kind of joy.
Yeah.
And then you're creating your own memories with it because you already. Anytime I go back to like an old song, you know exactly what was happening that day, who was in the room recording, and what you ate, who farted, like things like that.
Definitely.
You also like making music is so if you also want to like what you're putting out, so you just.
It's an audio diary.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, we don't always like what we're putting out, but most of the time, I liked it at one point, got it out there, and it's special. It's funny because now that I say it, sounds like I'm like old, but now that we can put Bluetooth on our cars and listen to whatever we want, like it's funny because we can like, you know, you can listen to TikToks or whatever, you can listen to Netflix. I mean, you shouldn't do that when you're driving, but anyways, the point is, it's cool to be able to listen to your own music and know that. I don't know. That's a rare thing, really. I guess I take it for granted because I do be listening.
As you should.
So is there what you've been doing so many shows and more to come. I know there. Take it away. What are we doing?
All right. So first, let's go back. I want to go back. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up outside of Seattle in like a suburb.
Washingtonian.
Just safe little town, Redmond, Bellevue area. And I couldn't really do many shows there, so most of the time I'm driving into Seattle, So I'm so glad that I've been able to be here in this community because, it's very special, as you know, and there's just a lot of opportunities to share your music and not have to drive real far and empty your tank, which is nice as a musician who's probably doing most of, the shows for free or for a little money because it's fun,
It's for the spirit. It's for the, it just makes it happy.
Yeah.
And speaking of driving super far and a lot of driving just to do a show, we heard, this. You already know what we get into right now. I think that's what you want to do too. Tell us how it happened. Give us the detailed everything about it. Run it. Act like we don't know nothing. Just tell us.
Act like I did
play
read the
by
Instagram caption and tell me.
Play by play.
Couldn't even fit all of it in the Instagram caption, but.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes, I've been waiting for an opportunity to be able to share this because, I still can't believe it happened, and I think it really is like right person, right time sort of situation, or right time, right person. Fine, I'll say it.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
The right tour bus.
The drive, it's. I don't have that in me all the time, so it was a very specific, day where I was like, I can show up, but basically. Setting the scene, my sister, who's outside right now, my sister is a super talented photographer and videographer, and she really loves to go into like downtown Seattle and take videos of like random people from buildings and stuff. Like we go to the top of this parking garage and she just takes random videos for like an hour, and it's a really cool compilation that she makes. So we didn't really have anything to do that day, so she convinced me to go down there with her, and I was like, whatever, I'll just sit around. She does that enough for me. And we knew that there was this show at the Showbox that night with a band called Yokelore, which I really love, folksy, big folksy band. Oh, yeah. But the tickets kind of went up in price, and I was really tired from like whatever I had been doing the night before, and I was like, I don't know if this is the right sort of thing we want to stay in Seattle all day for, even though I was really excited to go and see it potentially. My friend had a ticket for me. She gave it to someone else. I was like,
wow.
What are you going to do? That's the crazy part.
We'll be right back after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by Black Noise Records, located downtown off Bay Street. They pay top prices for records in Bellingham and the greater Bellingham area. Cash and store credit. Go get 10% off your next record purchase when you tell the cashier you've listened to Shut Up and Listen podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Binary Recording Studios, located where? Right here in Whatcom County. Binary has been in business for 1, 1, 2, 3. I don't even know how long, but they are offering the best and the best and the best of the best video and audio production. So if you're a band and you're looking to record an album, or if you have any other audio recording needs, Binary Recording Studio is going to be where you need to go. My boy Bob, he will set you up. He will make sure that you are set up for what? Success. He gonna make sure that you are good to go. And welcome back.
But essentially we're sitting like in Ballard. We've been in Seattle for like 5 hours already and we're just exhausted. And I was looking at Yoklor's Instagram, his story and stuff, and then he posted one. I don't remember why I was doing that, but whatever, scrolling through. And I saw that the opener got sick. And he was like, our opener canceled. I don't know, anyone want to open? Otherwise, we're just going to have our guitarist play. And I was like, geez, wouldn't it be crazy if like we went there? And my sister's like, yeah, that'd be cool. But like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know either because I'm tired and I don't have my guitar. I have nothing. Like I just took it out of the car before we left because I'm like, don't want it to get stolen, And so we're sitting there and I end up calling my dad and I told him what was going on. He's like, why not just go? I'm like, well, the showbox is like huge and I don't know. He's like, just go and see. So I'm like, okay, well, we don't have anything else to do. Like, you want to drive me 30 minutes like to the showbox? And she's like, let's do it. And I knew it would only be like an hour before they're opening doors and everything. So the odds are not in my favor, but we busted down there and showed up at the showbox Sodo. There's 2 showboxes. Yeah. And there was like a big tour bus there. So I'm like, it must be here. So I went over to the back of it. Nobody was there, like, except the tour bus. And I tried to open the door of the showbox and it opened. And I was like, okay, I'm getting in somehow. And I'm like looking around. Nobody's in there. And then the guy driving the tour bus, like, he's like knocking on his window and he opened his door. He's like, do you need help? And I'm like, yeah, like, are you with Yoklor? And he's like, yeah, I am. But like the show is down the street at the other showbox. And I was like, oh God. He said he couldn't park outside there or something. So he was waiting. And I'm like, I know this is crazy, but the opener just canceled. And I just decided to come because I would really love to open. I know it's crazy. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can help me, but
can you text your guy?
Why not? Right?
It's hard.
And so he's like, what's your name? I'm like, oh, I'm Kazmyn. He's like, oh, okay, well, like, I'm JP. And I just remember that really vividly because, he helped me out a lot.
Shout out JP one time.
Shout out JP, wherever you are.
JP.
Whatever tour bus you're driving. But no, he ended up calling like the sound manager, front of house for Yoklor. And was talking on the phone, like, I have this girl here, her name's Kazmyn. She said she's like opening or something. And I was like, I didn't say that. I want to, like, I really want to. And so all of a sudden he just took his like headphones off that he was talking through and he just put them on my head. And he was like, just take these. And I'm like, okay. Someone was saying hello on the other end. I'm like, hi, I'm Kazmyn. I know you don't know me, but I'm at the other showbox right now and I'd love to open. I know that someone canceled. Like, I know this is a long shot. And they're like, okay, well, we don't know. We might have somebody, but, can we listen to you somehow? I'm like, my music is out on all platforms. Like, you listen to that and see if you want me to open. I think it'd be really awesome. And they're like, okay, just drive down here and we'll see. But I'm not sure. And I was like, okay.
Keep it open.
My sister's right here. I'm like, we got to go to the other showbox. Go. And the guy driving the tour bus was like, I'd give you a ride if you want. But like, either way, good luck. I'm rooting for you, whatever. And I was like, this is just crazy, right? I didn't know. And so we got there to the other showbox, just pulling in on the side of the street where you definitely couldn't park. And, so
I'm doing something.
I'm talking to the security guards there, and I'm like, I'm Kazmyn, and I'm trying to open tonight. And they're like, you're pretty ballsy. Like, I don't know. I was like, I know. Like, I
act like you belong. I'm
not trying to break in. I'm just trying to,
They told me to come
here. But the sound guy ended up coming out. His name's Sam, and he was like, I'll give you my number, but I'm just not sure yet because they might have found someone. Just, I don't know, walk around Seattle and we'll call you. And I was like, I'm just going to stay out here. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but if I leave, something else is going to happen. And so I'm waiting out there, and my sister's in her car like a few hundred feet away. And I was like, I don't know. And this other band pulls up, like 2 or 3 guys in a car, and it's like full. I just know it's full of their music stuff. And they jumped out, and this guy's like, we're the last minute like openers for Yoklor, like talking to the security guards. And I was like, oh gosh, like this is crazy. And I'm like looking at my sister. I'm like, I don't think this is going to happen. And then the sound guy came out and he was like, hey, Kazmyn, like, can you come back here? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I thought this was not an option anymore. I just went through all stages of grief out here on the sidewalk. But I walked in and I waited for a little bit longer, and I just kept thinking that somehow this isn't going to happen, but they want to be nice and tell me. And then he came back out and he's like, do you have like a guitar? And I was like, I don't have anything, but I just need a guitar. And he came back in a few minutes, and he's like Yoklore, his name's Adrian, the main guy. He said you can use his guitar. Let's get you up and sound checked. And I was like, what? And my sister texted me and she's like, it looks like he's like saying sorry to the other band outside. And I'm like, wow. That's crazy. I feel bad, but also I'm like, I also feel crazy right now. I don't know. It was a lot to process.
Adrenaline.
A lot. And I'm trying to like not fangirl as they're plugging my guitar in and like having me practice, and I don't know where like the band is. Yeah, I want it to sound good. I don't want to drop the guitar. I forget how to play for a second. But it all worked out, thank God. And they set me up with a green room. They got my sister in. She got a videographer pass, so she could even go right up in front during Yoklore's performance, which was really cool. And Yoklore, awesome, sweet band, like 3 or 4 guys, I think 3. And they came in there and met me before, and my family came back into my green room. They brought food for them, which is so unusual. I've played shows and the opener or the headliner doesn't even come to meet me,
I've seen that yet.
So it was really special. And they're like, also just, this is sold out tonight. And I'm like, cool. And I'm like, I don't know anymore. I'm just playing in the green room for like the whole freaking thing. It was awesome.
For real.
Yeah, it was crazy. And
so shout out Dad. Just go.
Shout out Dad. Obviously shout out Dad.
He said he's awesome. Why
Shout
not?
out everyone. I wish I could do something to let them know how grateful I am. But hopefully being able to be there and get up there and do that, was enough in theory, and I'd love to do it again. I'm like, hey, anytime you need me, I'm here.
How'd it feel? Mid-set, you're like 3 songs in, you're in the mode, seeing how
did it feel? It felt like oddly, unusually, unexpectedly, it felt very comfortable. Like I was like, all these people are invested in what I'm saying and singing, and that's weird. Like even when there's like maybe 20 or 30 people in a crowd, it's hard to keep them all engaged. And I felt like all of them had been like sardined in there long enough that they were all just excited to like hear something. And I sang a cover by The Head and the Heart called Rivers and Roads.
Yep, I know that.
And I even I got so nervous, I just forgot one of the lines. And I was like just strumming it still. I'm like, I can't stop. My dad told me not to stop. And I'm like, you guys, what's the lyrics? And everyone started singing, and they all sang the whole song with me. And it was so special because gosh, it's just to get used to playing shows where sometimes I've played shows where like 1 or 2 people come, and I've been, advertising it for like weeks. To do this was special in a whole different way, and also people who didn't know me being able to hear my music, and I don't know, they wouldn't boo me, but like the response that I did get was awesome. And I made a lot of new friends and a lot of people that hopefully want to come out to my future shows, which make me excited for me and also the people that I get to play shows with.
Absolutely. And you have just an amazing, rare story to have the balls to do it, and then it just be like, actually, we're going to tell them no, here's his guitar. Like
I was like, I don't even know how to use it.
He listened and he said, yeah.
That's the one. Moral of the story, folks.
Just do it.
Go for it.
Just
Nike
Nike
that shit. Nike that shit up. Just go for it. Just do it.
We have to beep out Nike.
Hey, Nike.
But no, that was awesome. And I think, I don't really know. I don't want to downplay myself, but I also don't want to seem like super prideful or anything, because like
well deserved, and the approach was great. It was, what I'm saying. Yeah, it was perfect. It was everything lined up.
Yeah.
And so what luck is, opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah.
You was ready.
I was ready.
You might not have had a guitar, but you was ready.
Mentally, spiritually.
It was crazy. And the funny thing is, like, I'd been preparing all week just because I haven't done one of these gigs in a while, like for a 2-hour like winery gig the next morning. So I was like, I can play like 30 minutes easy, but like, the next morning was a little rough. But I'm like, this is why, everyone, and it worked out. But yeah, it is crazy. I don't know where to catapult off from there. You know, I'm like, now I don't even want to be sitting in one place ever because I'm like, I got to show up everywhere.
Right? Or like, who's coming now?
No, I've been doing
know.
that. I didn't do that before, but it's a good hack, I think. Nobody steal my idea, but I mean, show up, wait outside for hours. If they don't kick you off the premises, then maybe you'll be
You
on
might
stage.
be able to fit this.
I don't know.
And so from there, what's the next show? Where's the next time people can plan to see you?
Well, my Bellingham friends, I have a show on October 5th, like a free show at Boulevard.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
just silly stuff like this. I still want to be able to do like those kind of things, and hopefully more people are encouraged to come. And then I have one at Mallard's on October 15th for like a pop-up for the Bellingham Exit Festival, which I'm excited about.
And so since you're not,
It's gonna be dope.
I can't believe you just drive up here because you moved.
Oh, yeah,
So
first of
now
all,
you're
shout
just-
out to you. This motherfucker drove up from Seattle for this. Yeah, I feel honored. This is an honor.
This is awesome. I mean, what? This is going down in history. You know, I have to be a part of it.
This
We
is
get
stamp
the
right here.
untold story, you know? So
We got an exclusive.
Exactly.
We
this
journalists.
is a big day for us.
I'm just hoping I said all the right things. I don't even know.
Better. I'm going to find JP's Instagram. We're going to
boy.
tag
I wish. No, and one more thing about that. He came at the end of the show as they were like all about to leave in the tour bus, and he's like, "You did it! Like, let's get a photo." And he took a photo with me. It was so sweet.
Aw,
So that
shout
guy,
out
maybe I'll
JP.
see him again at some point. Maybe he'll be
They'll be coming to
driving my
Seattle and
tour
be like,
bus.
hey, I know someone who can open.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. He was awesome. But anyways,
That's awesome. Do you have any last questions?
What's coming out next? I think you recently. When was this? Was it
well,
the most recent release?
it's called "This Is What Falling Off a Cliff Feels Like."
That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess I released that semi-recently. I don't even remember
Was it
when
like
I released
September? Oh, no, it wasn't September.
I don't know. I
It
was listening
it.
to it a lot today,
recent.
though.
It feels like not. It doesn't even feel like the month it is right now. I'm all confused.
Oh, the fact that it's going to be October is crazy.
It's disorienting. Yeah.
Are you finding
Was
out?
It was July.
July?
I remember
Okay.
it was 21st, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I released it the day, like a year from like the day that I had surgery because I broke my leg because I fell off a cliff. Like, anyways, but like I hope people stream that.
The more you know. Let's pay these medical bills, dog.
We need. I'm in debt.
I know.
But no, I have lots of stuff I'm working on, and also I have a lot of stuff recorded. Like you're talking about demo-itis.
Yeah.
I have that bad, and I have real recorded and mastered things in my phone that I just don't know.
Keep growing the vault. Keep doing what
Yeah.
you do, and I can't wait to see where it takes you.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll share a bill one day again.
I'm excited.
I'll
will.
I'll bring a more chill vibe next time.
I can go up. I can bring a
Whatever,
hype.
I
can bring a hype
You
vibe.
go hype, I go chill.
Okay, we'll meet in the middle. That sounds great.
That'd be dope. But all right, so at this time, Kazmyn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
How can the people find you online, anywhere, everywhere?
Yeah, my name, Kazmyn, with a Z at the end. That's all my social media. And I have music out, Kazmyn. And Kazmyn.com, got that website. So, you can see when my shows are coming up. And I do have a lot in Bellingham and Seattle, so hopefully people want to come out.
Oh, we'll see you there.
Okay. Hey,
Absolutely.
I'll see you there.
And so this is also what we'd like to tell everyone, that you can subscribe and listen to us basically anywhere you listen to podcasts on YouTube, the whole thing. Or you can go to shutupbeham.com and see everything that's happening, from written reviews and album reviews. And we also have a calendar of shows that are happening locally, so you can send us the shows so we can post them.
This includes house and venue shows. Send us everything so that way we can let people know and everybody just knows. We need your help so that we know, that y'all know, that everybody knows to shut up and listen and actually pay attention.
And so that we can probably go, because we like to see things.
I love a good show.
We also want to shout out our whole crew. That this is produced by Rocket Soul Studios and recorded by Binary Recording Studio. So shout out Jim and Bob, who are hanging out there.
Jim.
The guys.
AJ, don't call out again.
But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Also, a shout out to our sponsors,
Oh yeah.
Menace Brewing.
I don't know if the camera. I just stuck my finger in the drink. That's when you know it's good.
And Lost Giants.
Thank you so much. Support your local businesses.
We got some great breweries in town.
And cut.